Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. Season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go, set. Watch out now, 50 Fury. Ready?
Love going to throw right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. But he will take this down to the 10-yard line. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season.
At the 10-yard line.
They'll run here with Herbert. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of the defense.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the prep.
And now off to the races down the right side. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 64 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there. Doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there.
And he's into it. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have that bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that conflict when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Love. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. And a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. Here's Jones. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, for these Bears here, Charles, year 3 for Justin Fields. He's just 5-20 as a starter through those first 2 seasons. But you think he's potentially poised for a breakout 2023?
I certainly do, and it's because of his talent and watching what his organization has done around him. They've told him, you're going to be our quarterback, and we're going to get you better pieces in order for you to expand your game. I expect Justin Fields to break out a big run, especially throwing the football.
22 yards there, a 1st down. A give left side here for Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Makings of a landmark day running the football. He scored 3 times now. We haven't hit the quarter break.
You think back to Alvin Kamara, Christmas Day 2020, 6 touchdowns, which tied Ernie Nevers, the Hall of Famer. He's halfway there already. Some fancy footwork in the early going.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds.
Oh, man, bro. What's going on, man?
Finally able to corral it
I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental
Get your feet in. Hey, man, fuck that. Get your feet in. No, I can't challenge this shit. Ain't that a bitch? Damn. Get your feet in, man. Fucked up my perfect rating.
in their quarterback.
Mother.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. Forcing them to settle for at least 3 points. I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally.
It's way too late.
second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
What are we going to
The
do,
chance
fellas?
of
What we
wasting
going
this
to do?
great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Fields hit, the ball is loose, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get
froze
the
up on me,
football
man.
at the 23-yard line. A bad
No, it froze up on me, man. It wouldn't let me do shit. Like,
Right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought,
I'm gonna
hey,
do
at
this
least
little
3,
bullshit.
maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now you've turned it over.
If he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down, now they lose it. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game.
time to do.
Also, when they start to
You know what? I'm gonna
receivers,
turn this
now
straight,
go over the top,
man.
take it deep.